today's topic is profiles. What is exactly profile? When you if you install any software, where it will be saved in your C drive,
C drive.
right?
Hard
In
disk.
C drive program files. Okay, I'll go with my C drive. Okay, in that program files. Okay, I installed one software. Let's take example of Format Factory. This is some video editing software. So when I install this Format Factory software, the installation folder is this. Under C drive program files, you will get Format Factory. If you open that, what happens? You know about this DLL files. Any application software you can install, then you'll get DLL files. Okay, leave it. And what about these things? All your configurations, settings, everything related to logs, everything related to that software, that application will be saving here. Means this is the home directory for your application. This Format Factory is one application. For that application, it is a home directory. When I start this Format Factory software, what happens? It will read all the configurations from this file on this folder only, right? Why? It is installed at that location. The same way, when you install your SAP system, by default you will get one folder, the installation folder. That folder is called as USR directory. This is what? USR directory. The SAP installation directory is what? If you got USR directory, means you installed SAP in that. If you open that USR directory, under that you will be having some subdirectories. USR SAP SID. What is my SID here? Dev. USR SAP SID sys profile. If I go to that profile, I'll find few profiles. See, one is default profile. One is default profile. Second one is called as instance profile. I am having two instance profile and one default profile. What is exactly this profile? The same way, when you start your SAP system, this is SAP system's home directory, right? USR directory. All this USR directory contains all the configuration information, so settings informations and logs, everything in this USR directory. All the configuration information, settings information will be in your profiles directory. It will read, it will come and read these profiles and it will start your application server. If I delete these things, your SAP system won't start. Remember that. So here we are having two types of profiles in SAP. One is default profile. Second one is instance profile. What is default profile? Default profile means common information of your SAP system. Common information of your SAP system will be stored in your default profile. What is instance profile? Instance specific information will be stored in instance profile. How many instances I have? In this system, how many instances I have? How many?
Two.
Two instances. So
Two instance.
these two instances will have two instance profiles. For this one instance profile, for this one instance profile. And only one default profile, the common information of your SAP system. For example, SAP system means which layer? I am talking about this layer, application layer, right? For this application layer,
Yes.
what is common? For example, I am having some 5 application servers, ASCS, PAS, AS, AS, AS. For all application servers, what is SAP SID? Dev. For all application servers, what is database SID?
Dev.
Common. For all application servers, SAP SID is Dev, DB SID is Dev. For all application servers, what is the message server host name? Message server.
Yes.
For all applications are only one message server, no? That message server
AC.
host name India. Host name
India.
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 For all
India.
application servers, NQ also common. The NQ server host name India. So this is the
India.
common
India.
information of your SAP system. SAP SID, DB SID, message server host. For all application servers needs message server. So when they needs message server, it will go to which location? India host. They need NQ, which host? India. So this is the common information for one SAP system. That will be the common information will be stored in your default profile.
Default profile.
And when it comes to instance profile, for example, every instance has its own information. Like this instance name is different, instance number is different, every instance have its own host. Okay, and the type of work process, number of work process, and physical memory, how much physical memory you gave. For example, out of 16 GB, how much I gave? For example, 6 GB for ASCS, remaining 8 GB for PAS. So the instance specific information is stored in instance profile. And this instance number is different, instance name is different, instance host, the physical memory, the number of work process. In this instance, I have message server and NQ. That information will be there. In this instance, I will be having dispatcher, dialog, background, update, spool. How many dialogues, how many backgrounds, how many updates, how many spools, what is the physical memory, right? All this information will be stored here. Simple boss. Default profile is nothing but common information. For all of you, what is common here? What is your course? All 20 people's course. SAP basis.
Basis.
What is
SAP
the what is
basis.
your class timing? 8
8
p.m.
to 9.
8 to
8
9.
to 9:30.
What is the mode of class? Online.
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 Trainer name. Everything is common for
Jamia
all you
Mohammed.
20 guys, right? That information will be kept in default profile. And when it comes to instance profile, you all 20 people have different names, different backgrounds, different profiles. Your education qualifications are different, your experience is different, right? Your native is different, your name is different. Everybody will have their own information, right? That is what your instance profile. So for example, if I have 5 instances, how many instance profiles I will have?
5.
5 instance profiles. If I have 5 instance profiles, how many default profiles I will have?
Only one.
One.
Only one. Your common information is what? Your scores,
Same.
your time,
Same.
your mode of class, your trainer name. All these are common for all, right? This information will be kept in your default profile. Got the point? See, what I am having in default profile, I'll show you, then you'll understand. If you open the default profile, the naming convention is important here. Remember, interview question. What is the naming convention for default profile? Default.pfl. Naming conventions are important in SAP. And what is the location of profiles? Write down USR, SAP, SID, sys profile. Profile location USR, SAP, SID, sys profile. I'll write it otherwise. And in that, how many default profiles I'm having? Only one default profile. How many instance profiles I'm having? ACS is one instance and another one is PAS, right? So if you open this default profile, observe what is I'm having. SAP database host India, database name Dave, SAP SID, SAP system name means Dave, okay. Message server host name India. What is this rdisp/ms host? This is a parameter. These profiles contains parameters. These parameters will define the runtime environment of your SAP system. Means how you configure these parameters, that's how your system will behave. Profiles contains what? Profiles contains parameters. These parameters will define the runtime environment of your SAP system. When you are starting your SAP system, it is reading profiles. According to these profile parameters, your system will be configured here. In MMC, how many dialogues it has to configure, how many updates, how many backgrounds, and what is your instance number 0001, host name, SID. How you write here, that's how it present here. It will configure your system like this. Profiles contains what? Parameters. These parameters defines runtime environment of your SAP system. So all these are common informations, right? SAP SID, DB SID, database host name, message server host name, NQ server host name, right? This common information will be stored in default profile. Now comes to ASCS. In ASCS, what we have generally? Message server and NQ. So the naming convention is important. SID underscore instance name underscore host name. What is my SID? Dave system identifier. And instance name is what? ASCS01 underscore my host name is India. The naming convention SID underscore instance name underscore host name. That's what I show you here. SID underscore instance name underscore host name. So if you go to your organization, you won't find this image, right? You will be having just this file system. If you open that file system, you should understand, okay, my SID is Dave. I am having two instances. One instance name number is 01, one instance number is 00. Okay, both these instances installed on India host. By looking at this, you should get that picture in your mind. That's it. In ASCS, I am having information about what things? Message server and NQ. If you open this, that particular information will be there. That host name is India and the instance number is 01. Instance name is ASCS01 and it contains the information regarding your message server and NQ server. See, it is hashes. The system won't read these hashes. Okay, it will read only these files. After reading this, it is starting start program SAP CPE, then it will starting message server. After that, it is starting NQ server. Did you observe something? Yesterday, when we are starting SAP system, first what started, ACS or PAS? ACS, message server and NQ started first, then your PAS started. So by reading here, it is, see, from executables directory, go and start NQ server. From executables directory, go and start message server. And the parameters related to your message NQ and message server related parameters. All about your ASCS instance information only. And when I open this second instance profile, see, in this, do I have any dialogues, background updates, spool information here? No. Only message server and NQ information and that particular instance number, instance name, host name. Here, if I open here this one, it will show you instance number, instance name, right? And instance host. Then it is starting strdb, it is executing some command, strdbs.cmd, start database command. After that, the number of work process, number of dialogues, number of backgrounds, updates, spools. See, these are the parameters. Actually, this is parameter and this is the value. rdisp/wp underscore number underscore dia is a parameter. This 9 is a value. If I have 9 here, how many dialogues it will configure? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dialogues. I have 6 backgrounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 backgrounds. So according to these profile parameters, your system will be configured. So these profiles contains parameters. These parameters will define the runtime environment of your SAP system. And starting of this services and the physical memory of this host, everything will be written in your profiles only. If I don't have profiles, your system won't start. Is it clear, guys?
Yes,
Clear.
So how many types of profiles I am having? 2 types.
3 types.
2 types. These are not 2 types. One type on instance profile only. This is having one instance profile. This is having one instance profile. So 2 types of profiles. One is default profile. Second one is instance profile.
Instance.
If I have 10 application servers, how many default profiles I'll get?
1.
If I have 10 application servers, how many instance profiles I'll get?
10.
10.
10.
What we have in default profile?
Host
Common
name.
Common information of your SAP system.
Common
What is
information.
common here? For this SAP system, SAP is for
Method.
all application
Sir.
servers, SAP SID is same. For all application servers,
SID.
DB SID. For
Mess-
all application servers, database hostname. For
Message
all
server.
application servers, message server hostname. For all application servers, MQ server hostname.
Thank you.
These
MQ
are
server
the
hostname.
common information will be stored in your default profile. And instance profile contains instance specific information. This instance specific information is what? Instance number, instance name, instance host name, and what we have in that instance. Message server information and queue server information. And when it comes to this instance profile, instance number, instance name, instance host name,
Instance
the number of work process, the type of work process, and the physical memory of that instance. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll draw an image. You have to tell me all these profiles. Okay? You give me everything. Right. One SAP system will have what? First thing. Okay, first we'll go with host names. First we'll go with host names.
Host name.
Japan.
India.
India,
India,
Canada,
Japan,
Japan,
Australia.
Korea, Australia.
I'm weak at English, boss. Give me some easy names.
USA.
China.
China. Yeah, I know China is spelling. Okay, good. So I have four. How many hosts I am here?
4.
How many SAP
Four
systems
hosts.
I am having here?
1.
One.
One.
One
Only
SAP
one.
system, 4 hosts. How many
Four
applications
hosts.
I have here?
3.
How you are saying 3? How you are saying 3?
India, Japan, Australia.
India, Japan, and
That
Australia.
those are hosts.
Host only.
These are instances, right?
Instances.
In one host, I can
Yes,
have
sir.
multiple instances now. How you are
Yes,
saying?
yes,
How
yes.
many instances I am having?
5.
5, right?
Presently
Chalo.
5.
Yes, sir.
Give me one SAP SID.
PRT.
Yes, sir. Test.
Test. TEST.
Yes.
It should be 3-digit alphabetic
Three
alphanumeric.
Numeric.
Can I go with the TST?
TST.
For database SID?
TST.
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 Okay, fine. Now give me my instance names.
ASCS 0,
ASCS 0,
ASCS
1.
0.
01.
0,
Okay. Give.
0, 0,
Then
0, 0.
we can give anything. DV, EMVGS.
EMDR.
01.
01 already I have.
Okay,
02.
Can I give 00?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Should be
Okay,
0 to
okay.
99, right?
DVBGS.
0, 03.
In new systems you are having like this
05.
also. D12, D13,
We can
D14.
give-
Don't get confused. D12, D13, D14 means that is AS only. Okay. DVBGS.
BGF
11.
05.
Okay.
Yes.
DVBGS
DGS 13.
13,
07.
13. Okay. This one. DVBGS
DVBGS
ES.
14.
17.
17.
40.
Okay, 17. Fine.
17.
SAP SID, database SID, host name, instance name,
Host name.
instance numbers. Instance numbers 01. Okay. This one is 00.
00.
This one is 11. Right.
11.
This one is 13.
13.
This
13.
one is
17.
17. Fine.
17.
Your system is configured now. Right. We have this information. Okay. How many default profiles I'll have?
1.
One default profile, right? One default dot. The naming convention is default dot PFL.
PFL.
How many instance profiles I'll have?
5.
SID
5
underscore
instance.
instance name underscore Host
Host.
name. This is the
Host
formula.
name.
SID underscore instance name underscore host name. Now give me.
Host name.
Yeah. Now tell me.
TST.
TST.
TST underscore
India.
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 instance name.
India is host name.
Instance name.
ACS01.
ASCS01 underscore
01.
India.
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 Host is
Okay.
India.
TST underscore
underscore
TVBGM.
EVBMG
EVBMBGS
MGS
00
00.
underscore India.
India.
Okay. TST
Hmm.
TST underscore
EVBG
EVBGS
11
11.
11 underscore
Japan.
India.
Japan.
Japan.
underscore
Very good.
Japan.
Very good. Very good. And
What is
11
that?
underscore Japan. Okay. Now TST underscore DVBGS 13 underscore
13
Japan.
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 Japan. Good.
TST.
TST underscore
DVBGS
DVBGS
17
17 underscore
17
underscore Australia.
Australia.
Australia. That's it.
Default. Both are.
So one default profile and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instance profiles I'll have. In default profile, what I am having,
Instance 1 default.
the common information,
Common
your
information.
SAP SID, okay, database SID, okay,
Ready.
message server host name.
Host name.
Host name.
MQ server.
Which
host
host name?
Host.
Which host name, guys? Message server host name. Okay,
Yes.
and
India.
NQ server host name.
Host name.
Yes.
So this is the common information, right? SAP SID, DB SID, and a database host name. What is the database host for all?
China.
China. Hmm. This is common for
China.
all these
Database.
application servers. The common information is what? That is what present in your default profile. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now comes to this instance profile.
Yes, sir.
TST underscore ASCS underscore. What information I am having here? What is my instance number? 01. Instance name
01.
ASCS 01. And the instance host India. And
India.
message server and NQ related parameters.
Yes.
When it comes to DVMBGS, instance number, instance name, host name, number of dialogues, number of updates, number of backgrounds, number of
Spool.
gateways, number of spool. Here,
Spools 5.
and the physical memory of this. Can I write down? Otherwise, all these contains what? Instance name, number,
Instance
host,
Physical memory size.
physical memory. Okay, and
work process.
Work process.
yeah, exactly. Physical memory and work process.
Work process.
Yeah. You can remember this one. Okay,
Process.
this will be having in your instance profiles, and this information will be having in default profile. For example, I want to change one common parameter. Where I need to change? In which profile I need to change? Default profile. Okay, I'll show you one example regarding your default profile. See, if I open my default profile, USR, tell me USR, SAP, SID, sys, profile. This is your profile's location. If I open this default profile, there is one parameter. See, login system client. Login system client means whoever logging into the system, by default they are logging into which client? 001 client. What is client? I'll tell you later. Well, that parameter is stored in your default profile. So what happens when I log into my SAP system? By default, it is showing that client. See, when I try to log into SAP system, this is what SAP GUI. I'm double click on this. It will open you the SAP screen. Yes. Take a coconut and break on your laptop screen. The first time you are seeing SAP screen, right? See, by default it is showing 001.
0, 0.
Why it is showing 001 here? Means you set that parameter for all. The default login client will be 001. So it will affect for entire system. If you want to affect something to entire system, you should put that in your default profile. Can you log in into the system? See how your
Yes,
SAP system will look. Client number, user ID and password.
That's right.
Oh, wrong password. Why? Now it is. Boom. This is your SAP screen. If you are into SAP, daily you have to see the screen. So how we will work here, we'll see. Today only we'll see. Okay. So that is what a default profile. If you want to make changes in entire system, it will. If you want to affect entire system, then change in default profile. For example, in this instance, I need to change number of dialogues. Number of dialogues are 5. Number of dialogues are 5. I want to make it to 6. Then which profile I need to choose?
Instant profile.
Instant.
Yeah, name that profile.
Instant. Australia.
DB
Australia. TST underscore DVBGS 17 underscore Australia. Okay,
17
if I select this, if I open that, what happens? You can see the work process is there. You can see the number of work processes there. For example, I'm showing you this. So if you open this, there is a parameter related to your dial work process. rdisp / wp underscore number underscore dia. This parameter value is some 7. I need to make it is to 6. Just to change here. Then what happens? It will only affect that particular instance, right? It won't affect in the entire system. Got the point? If you change your phone number, entire society will change the number, or only your number will be changed? Only your number, right?
My number one.
Right. So this is instance profile is individual. If you want to make changes here, then you should go with this instance profile. If you want to make changes here, go with this instance profile. If you want to make change to entire system, then go to your default profile. Make changes in your default profile. That is what about profiles. And this profiles contains what? Parameters. I told you, these parameters will define the runtime environment of your SAP system. So how many dialogues are configured? That many dialogues will be configured when you open the system. Okay. How to, for example, I want to change this. Okay, can I show you? Without, I'm saying when you are starting your SAP system, the system is reading the profiles. Okay, what I do, I'll cut this profiles from here. I'll paste it desktop. Now I removed my profile from USR SAP SID sys directory. I am saying when you start your SAP system, it is reading your profile directory. According to that profile parameters, it is configuring your system. So how to start SAP? By using which tool I start? SAP MMC, SAP Management Console.
Microsoft Management Console. Right?
Microsoft Management Console on Windows.
Yes.
Right? Open. Dev system. Start. Okay.
Yes.
Wait. We'll see what happens. It will go and check in profiles directory. No? No, nothing is started, right?
It didn't start.
Hence proved, the system will read profiles directory. So when your system is not starting, where you check? No, it won't start. If you're see, the status is running but not reached. So what I do now, I'll again stop this and I paste that profiles there. Then we'll try to start the system. What happens, we'll see. Yeah, tell me location. USR,
USR,
SAP,
SAP,
SID, SYS,
SID,
this
profile.
sys,
profile.
Now try to start the system.
Yes. SAP systems.
Dave.
The
No, see. Observe what it is starting first.
password.
first database will be start. See, slowly it is starting your ASCS instance. SAP CP command is executing. It will be written in your profile. I'll show you. First SAP CP executable, then message server and NQ.
Message server.
NQ server started.
Yes.
I'm refreshing. This is refresh button.
Okay.
If I do continuously refresh, what happens? The system will perform fast. Yes?
No.
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 If I keep
Yes,
on
sir.
Hanging.
refreshing means I am keep on loading my system, giving load to my
Yes.
system. It will show you the present condition. That's it. Okay. I don't have that much patience. That is the reason I'm pressing this many times. But you don't do that. Have patience.
Okay.
Okay.
Here SAP cp.exe, then strdbs command, start database command is executing. Then gateway.
Display plus work documentation. Gateway.
No, not that is not gateway. IGS watchdog, that is different. Internet graphical server watchdog, that is advanced topic. We'll discuss that later.
Okay.
Display plus work. So here you won't find 20 display work.exe. Only it will show one only. That means your dispatcher and work processes, they start together and stop together. That is the reason we are having display plus work. If I am having 20 work process, I will have 20 display work.exe. Gateway started. Please mute. So hence it is proved, right? When you start your SAP system, the system will read profiles.
Profiles.
Without profiles, you cannot start your system. So in future, if your system is not starting, what you check first? Whether your profiles are present or not. If somebody accidentally deleted that profiles, your system won't start. So that is one of the troubleshooting. Interview question: if your system is not starting, what will you do? I'll check the profiles.
First, we need to check the profiles is present or not.
Sorry? Come again?
Sir, what we have to do if it is deleted?
If it is deleted, what you have? You will get a backup there. I'll show you. Tomorrow you'll get it. Everything. Your infra team will be there, right? How you take backup to your database daily, your infra team will take backup of your operating systems. Whatever you do on operating systems, everything will be tracked, everything will be recorded, everything will be backed up. Don't do unnecessary deletions on your operating system level as a basis admin. They will throw you out of the company immediately. So think twice before deleting anything at operating system level. Remember this. Think twice or thrice before deleting anything at operating system level as an admin. Everything will be tracked, everything will be recorded. Who has done this? The infra team will definitely tell you, they will catch you and they will fire you. Don't do that. If accidentally you deleted, then that is a different scenario. Yeah, my system is started. Can I get login now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So to get login, remember your dialog work process should be in waiting condition. Waiting means they are ready to serve you. If your all dialogues are running state, then you won't get a login. Who is responsible for logins? Your dialog work process is responsible for logins. Sure. How many work process you have? SM50 at application level you want to see. The T code. In SAP we will be having T codes. T codes nothing but transaction code. What is exactly transaction code means? A alphabetic or alphanumeric code which is given to each screen of SAP. If you want to get user administration screen, you have to hit one T code, transaction code. If you want to get work process information, you have to hit one T code, one transaction code. Means each and every screen is having one shortcut. You can say shortcut, you can say transaction code, T in short, you can say T code. This is called as a command box or transactional box. So you have to hit the T code SM50. See what happens? When I hit SM50, that T code is associated with some program. That program will be called and it will fetch one screen from your database related to your work processes. See which report running behind this T code. This program is running. Did I run this program? No. Simply I hit SM50. It is a shortcut for this program. Is it easy to remember these type of program names? 100 to 200 program names? No. That is the reason SAP has given shortcuts for that programs. When you hit SM50, this program is running in behind and it is bringing the screen from the database. You need not to remember a single program name as a basis admin. Just a T code is enough for you. SM50. See how many work process I have having? Total 18 work process. Out of that, 9 dialogues. 8 are free. 1 is busy. Why 1 is busy? I logged in. That is serving me. And 1 update and 6 backgrounds. I am not running any long running job. That is the reason 6 out of 6 free. 1 spool work process is there. Update. We have V1 updates, V2 updates. We have 2 types of updates. I'll tell you what are they. So overall is 18 work process are there. See 10, 00 to 17. Total 18 work process.